All right, everybody, get ready because today we are going deep on Super Bowl 59.
Oh, yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs
Huge matchup.
versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely.
We've got this awesome CBS Sports article with a ton of expert opinions.
I love it.
They've got score predictions and even some long shot bets that you might want to consider.
Oh, yeah.
So think of this as your insider's guide to Super Bowl 59.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
what I think is so cool about this article is that
Yeah.
it's not just giving you a bunch of random predictions, like who's going to win, who's not going to win.
Right.
It's actually breaking down different arguments,
Yeah.
strategies,
Yeah.
so you can really understand why people think what they think about the game.
That's what makes this so interesting, because you can really follow along at home and be like, all right,
Yeah.
if I'm leaning towards the Eagles, these are the reasons why.
Oh.
Or if I'm leaning towards the Chiefs,
Right.
these are the reasons why. And they back it up with actual evidence as opposed to just saying, I think the Chiefs are going to win because Patrick Mahomes is amazing.
So let's set the stage.
Okay.
Sunday, February 9th, 2025, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Got it.
You can watch it on Fox or streaming on Fubo.
Okay.
Chiefs are walking in as the favorites
As they should be.
by just a hair,
Yeah.
1.5 points to be exact.
Small spread.
And the over-under is 48.5 points.
Wow.
So Vegas is expecting a real nail-biter.
A high-scoring affair for sure.
So with a spread this small, the experts are kind of split on who they think is going to win.
They are.
So we have CBS Sports' Pete Prisco. He is predicting the Chiefs are going to win 30-27.
Okay.
And his reasoning is, and I quote, "How do you pick against Patrick Mahomes in the biggest game of the year? You don't."
I mean, it's hard to argue with that, right?
It is hard to argue with that.
Patrick Mahomes has proven time and time again,
Right.
especially in the playoffs and Super Bowls,
Right.
that you can never count him out.
Yeah. But I mean, is that relying on Mahomes' clutch ability just a little too simplistic?
Right.
I mean, he's faced tough defenses before.
Well, and I think you bring up a good point, because while Mahomes has pulled off these incredible come-from-behind victories in past Super Bowls,
Right.
this Eagles defense is legit.
Yeah.
They're ranked #1 in the league for a reason.
Okay, so maybe it's not as much of a slam dunk for Mahomes as some people might think.
Right.
But then we have John Breach, also from CBS Sports, going completely against the grain here.
Interesting.
He's predicting the Eagles are going to win 34-24.
Wow.
And here's the thing. Breach has been insanely accurate
Really?
with his Chiefs predictions this season.
Wow.
He's hit the mark 17 out of 19 times.
That's impressive.
So it's not just blind faith in the Eagles.
Right.
He's got some serious analysis backing this up.
Yeah. So what's his reasoning behind it?
He is arguing that the Eagles are built to beat a team like the Chiefs, especially with their strong pass rush, which could disrupt Mahomes' rhythm.
Yeah, you can't let Mahomes sit back there comfortably.
You can't. If you give him all day, he's going to pick you apart.
So this is exactly why we're doing this deep dive today,
Yeah.
because you have two different analysts giving completely opposite predictions,
Right.
and they both have reasons why.
Absolutely, and they both have good track records,
Right.
especially Breach being 17 for 19 on his Chiefs prediction.
So then we have Jordan Dejani.
Okay,
He is leaning towards the Eagles as well,
okay.
but he says, and I quote, "They say defense wins championships."
All right.
He's predicting a final score of 30-26, with the Eagles covering the spread at plus 1.5.
So he's leaning on the defense?
He is,
But
but we've kind of heard this narrative before
Right.
about Mahomes struggling against defenses led by Vic Fangio,
Right.
who happens to be the Eagles' defensive coordinator.
Right.
So is this just a recycled storyline?
Yeah, is this just something that's being rehashed, or is there something more to it?
I mean, I think
Or is it different this time?
it's a little different this time around, because
Right.
he acknowledges that Mahomes has faced challenges in the past against Fangio's schemes,
Right.
which are known for disguising coverages and bringing pressure.
Right.
But he argues that the Eagles' offense is a major X factor here.
Okay.
So in those previous games where Mahomes struggled against Fangio,
Yeah.
he wasn't going up against an offense as potent as this Eagles team.
Okay.
They have Jalen Hurts, who can beat you with his arm and his legs. And I think that's going to play a huge factor into this game.
So it's not just a copy and paste situation.
Right.
It's a different context this time around.
Absolutely.
So it kind of makes you wonder, can they put up enough points to outscore the Chiefs, even if their defense slows down Mahomes?
That's the question, right?
Right.
That's the million-dollar question.
And then we have Tyler Sullivan jumping into the conversation.
Right.
He's predicting Chiefs 28, Eagles 24.
Okay.
So he's going Chiefs, but by just a point, which is really interesting because he does acknowledge the strength of the Eagles' defense.
Sure.
But he thinks Mahomes has historically performed well
Okay.
in games with tight spreads
Okay.
and against Fangio-style defenses.
Interesting.
So we have these compelling arguments for both sides.
Over both sides.
Which I think makes it such a fun game to watch.
Oh, absolutely. This is what you want in a Super Bowl.
Right.
You want it to be close.
Yeah.
You don't want one team to just dominate.
And I
You
think
want it to come down to the wire.
it highlights how it really is a battle of strengths against strengths.
Absolutely.
The Chiefs with their explosive offense.
Yep.
And the Eagles with their stifling defense.
Yep.
And also their offense is no joke.
No, they can put up points.
This is going to be like a chess match on the field.
It really is.
Oh, I'm getting nervous already.
Don't worry, I am too.
So let's move on and talk about some long shot bets.
All right, let's get risky.
Because even if you have a strong feeling about who's going to win,
Yeah.
these long shot bets could make things even more exciting.
More fun.
And who doesn't love to win some extra cash?
Exactly.
So Will Brinson, also from CBS Sports,
Okay.
highlighted 2 long shot bets.
Okay.
I think they're worth exploring. They both involve Jalen Hurts.
All right, Mr. Hurt.
The first one is Hurts throwing for over 300 yards,
Okay.
which is a long shot.
Yeah.
The odds are plus 710.
All right, so for every $100 you bet,
You win $710
that's pretty good.
if he hits that mark.
Not bad.
Sorry.
So
But it is a long shot
it is a long shot.
for a reason.
But remember,
Yeah.
Breach was saying how
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Eagles might have to rely on the passing game if they fall behind.
Right, if they have to play catch up,
Right.
that number goes way up.
Right.
The attempts go way up.
Exactly. So maybe
So the odds go in your favor.
it's not as far-fetched as it seems.
Not as far-fetched. And also, Hurts did throw for over 300 yards against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So while it's not the most likely outcome,
Right.
it's not impossible.
It's possible.
And if you're feeling even bolder, Brinson's second bet is really something.
Oh, boy. All right, lay it on me.
He likes the odds of Hurts converting the very first down of the game at plus 1,400.
Wow. Okay.
Now, that is a serious long shot.
It is?
But hear me out
Okay, I'm listening.
before you dismiss it completely.
Okay.
Think about all the ways this could happen.
Okay.
The Eagles could come out with a designed run play,
Right?
right, for Hurts right out of the gate.
Okay.
Or maybe a read option where he decides to hand it off or keep the ball.
Sure.
Or he scrambles for the first down if he's under pressure.
Sure.
And we can't forget about the Eagles' secret weapon,
Oh, what's that?
the tush push,
I love the tush push.
where the offensive line pushes Hurts forward from behind.
So effective.
So effective.
Why not? Bend the rules a little bit.
While it seems like a hyper-specific bet,
Yeah.
there are a bunch of different ways it could happen.
Yeah, if he gets the ball on first down, it's very possible.
And with odds like that,
Yeah,
even a small wager could result in a big payout.
absolutely. You could make a lot of money.
Speaking of intriguing bets, Matt Severance, an expert from SportsLine, has a plus money bet he's keeping under wraps.
Interesting.
He's not giving away the specifics,
Oh, con.
but he says he's confident enough to label it a plus money bet.
That means he likes it. So
All right,
Oh.
we'll have to keep an eye out for that one.
I'm intrigued.
But we've only just begun to scratch the surface.
Oh, we've got a lot more to go.
There are so many more layers to this Super Bowl.
Layers upon layers.
So many different things to consider.
I'm excited.
So stay tuned.
I'm ready.
All right, so we've kind of gone over the expert predictions.
Right?
We've even looked at some long shot bets.
Yep.
But now I want to go a little deeper
Okay. I like them.
and really understand these two teams.
Let's get granular.
Like what makes them tick.
Let's peel back those layers.
So for example,
Yeah.
everyone keeps talking about the Eagles' top-ranked defense.
Right. Best in the league.
But what does that actually mean?
Yeah. What does that actually mean in the context of this game?
Like practically.
It's not just about having good stats.
Right.
It's how those stats translate into performance on the field.
Right.
And in this case, you're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs
Right.
and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. One of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league.
Right.
So we can't just assume the Eagles' defense is automatically going to shut down Mahomes.
Right. No one can shut down Mahomes completely.
And this is where I think Jordan Dejani's analysis is really interesting.
Okay.
He's not just saying Eagles good defense, they're going to win.
Right.
He's actually breaking down
The patch-ups,
the matchup.
the personnel,
Yeah.
strengths, weaknesses,
And
how each unit matches up.
It's so interesting how he kind of challenges some of the assumptions about how Mahomes performs against certain defensive schemes.
Right.
So you mentioned earlier how Mahomes has struggled against Fangio-led defenses in the past.
Right, and he brings that up as well.
Huh?
He's like, look, Mahomes has had a little bit of difficulty
Yeah.
against these types of defenses.
And they disguise their coverages.
Right. They're very complex,
Yeah.
a lot of blitzes from different areas.
And it can even confuse experienced quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
But he then goes on to say that the Eagles' offense is a big X factor in this game.
Right.
So he says that in those previous games,
Yeah.
Mahomes wasn't facing offenses that were as good as this Eagles team.
Correct.
Like, this Eagles team is really potent.
Oh,
They had Jalen Hurts.
dual threat.
They can put up points.
Yeah, they can keep up with anybody.
So it's not just about stopping Mahomes.
Right.
It's about matching their firepower on offense,
You got to score points.
which kind of makes it feel like a clash of two heavyweights.
Yeah. I'm getting excited. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is not David versus Goliath.
No, this is heavyweight versus heavyweight.
And let's not forget about the Eagles' offensive line,
Oh, yeah.
which has been dominant all season.
Dominant.
They pave the way for the running game.
And it gives Jalen Hurts so much time.
Yeah, to operate.
Yeah.
And this is a big reason why John Breach is so confident in his Eagles prediction.
Right.
Because remember, he has a really good track record
Yeah, he knows the Chiefs.
with the Chiefs.
He knows the Chiefs.
And he thinks the Eagles have what it takes to beat them.
Yeah, and he specifically mentioned the pass rush.
Right.
He was like, they can get to Mahomes.
And even the most talented quarterbacks
Yeah.
can be neutralized if they're under pressure.
100%. You get pressure in Mahomes' face, he's not going to be comfortable.
So we've got this like classic battle
Oh, yeah.
of strengths versus strengths.
I love
The
no.
Chiefs' strength,
Right.
the explosive offense,
Right.
and the Eagles' strength.
Defense and offensive line.
Right. They can control the line of scrimmage
Control both sides of the ball.
on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So it'll be so interesting to see which one prevails.
Yeah. Who wins that battle?
And we haven't even talked about the coaching battle.
Oh, Andy Reid
Andy Reid.
versus Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
Two great offensive minds.
They're both known for their play calling and how they adjust on the fly.
Yeah, you never know what they're going to pull out of their bag of tricks.
I'm picturing like the sideline huddles.
Oh, yeah.
Whiteboard filled with X's and O's.
Last-minute adjustments.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, I love those little moments.
And then there's this whole other psychological aspect of the game.
Yeah.
We haven't even touched on that.
Yeah, the pressure, the intensity.
The pressure. Lights are bright.
Millions of people are watching.
Yeah, you got to be able to handle that.
You have to have mental toughness
Yeah.
to perform on a stage like that.
Not everyone can do it. And we've seen so many Super Bowls
Yeah,
where the team that handled the pressure better won.
right. The team that doesn't make mistakes.
It's like the human element
Yeah.
that makes it so much more than a game.
It's about who wants it more.
Right. The heart.
The desire.
So think about how you connect with those stories.
Right.
Who are you rooting for?
Absolutely.
What draws you to their narrative?
Yeah. Those are the things that make sports so fun to watch.
Absolutely.
So much more than just a game.
So pay attention to those unscripted moments.
Oh, yeah.
The players' faces.
The emotion.
How they interact with each other.
The joy.
Those are the moments that reveal the true heart of the game.
I love that.
It's like watching a drama unfold in real time.
Yeah, you can't script this stuff.
And we don't know how it's going to end.
Absolutely.
So we can analyze all these stats,
Sure, we can look at all the numbers,
get different expert opinion,
all the predictions.
make our bets.
Yep,
But in the end, the outcome is decided on the field.
that's where it matters.
In those moments
Yeah,
where skill and strategy and willpower collide.
yeah.
So we've kind of given you the roadmap,
Here's all the information.
a framework for understanding the game.
Make your own decisions.
But now it's your turn
Yep,
to form your own opinion
you're the expert now.
and see how your prediction matches up with reality.
And let us know
Yeah, let us know.
how you did.
And no matter who wins or loses,
Yeah,
I think the real victory is in the experience
the shared experience.
of witnessing
Absolutely.
athletic greatness,
You can't beat that.
the thrill of the competition,
It's going to be an awesome game.
and then all the debates that are going to follow.
all the debates are going to be endless.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, but that's what we love.
And speaking of continuing the conversation,
Okay.
we've got one final segment
All right, I'm right.
where we'll leave you with some thought-provoking questions to ponder
Oh, I like that.
as you watch Super Bowl 59 unfold.
I can't wait.
Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive here,
Yeah.
Super Bowl 59.
Super Bowl 59.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited and nervous.
I am too. It's like,
All the pieces are there,
yeah, we've laid them all out.
but we don't know what the picture looks like.
We don't know what the picture's going to look like.
And that's the beauty of it, right?
Right,
Like
right.
all this analysis, all these
Right.
predictions, we still can't account for.
Yeah, you can't predict everything in sports.
The random things that happen in sports.
The unexpected.
So we talked about the Eagles' defense.
Right, they're stout deep.
How they're going to slow down Mahomes.
Slow them down, yeah.
But what if the Chiefs come out with
Hang
like
on.
a crazy new offensive scheme
Something we haven't seen before.
no one's ever seen?
Right, out of left field.
They've been hiding it all season.
Andy Reid's a mastermind.
He
He
is.
could definitely have some tricks up his sleeve.
Or what if a
Bad.
random player, someone we don't even know,
Right, a rookie, a backup.
has a breakout game?
They become the hero. You never know.
And those are the things that make the Super Bowl so special.
The unexpected, yeah, for sure.
It's like the unsung hero.
You never know who's going to step up.
Yeah, the moment's not too big for them.
So
Yeah.
while you're watching the game, I really think you should pay attention to, like,
Yeah,
not just the overall score,
right.
but those, like,
The little battles.
individual battles.
The trenches.
Like the offensive line,
Yeah.
protecting their quarterback,
Visiting the Mahomes? Yeah.
or like a receiver
Right.
making a diving catch,
Right.
or a defensive back
Yeah.
getting a key interception.
Those are the things that decide games.
It's all those little things
The little things add up
that add up.
to the big result.
So
yeah.
think about
Yeah.
how you can apply that to your life.
Ooh, I like this.
What are those little things you can do every day
The little habits.
that seem insignificant?
But when you add them all up,
They build up over time.
could lead to big results.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you just got to have the courage to take those first steps.
You got to be bold, take risks.
Even when it seems scary.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about,
Yeah.
based on everything we've seen,
Yeah.
the stats, the data, the expert opinions,
It's a toss-up.
this Super Bowl is a toss-up.
We really don't know who's going to win.
And I think that's what makes it so exciting.
I think so too, yeah.
You know, we've explored the different scenarios,
Yeah.
weighed all the evidence,
We've done our due diligence.
but ultimately,
Yeah.
we got to watch and see what happens.
Let the games begin.
So as you watch the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with your friends, your family,
All the snacks.
remember everything we talked about.
Yeah. Engage with the game.
Really engage.
Don't just watch the score.
Think about what's going on.
Yeah, think about why things are happening.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Debate with your friends.
Argue with your family.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Enjoy the moment.
This is something
Makes a spectacle.
that's going to be talked about
Yeah.
for a long time.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
regardless
Yeah.
who wins or loses,
Who wins or loses?
the Super Bowl is really about the shared experience
Yeah, being together.
and the thrill of the competition.
Absolutely.
So thank you for joining us
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
on this deep dive.
We appreciate you.
I hope you learned something.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to make some money on those bets.
Win some money.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
Deep dive, baby.